crafty friend, it's Trinae, and today I'm going to show you how I made this pop-up card. So first up, let's talk about materials. So I have a lot of different types of papers on my desk. First up, let's talk about these shimmering cardstocks. These are from Fawn, and it's their shimmer cardstock in the color Tropic, and I have the green, the blue, and the orange for a pop of color. So I'm staying more so on this side of the color wheel today, but the orange is going to be like that pop of color. You always need the accent color, so I'm going to go right over here and look at that complementary side. So I chose orange. Red would have worked too, but I didn't want to, I didn't want to do red. For some of my big papers over here, I'm using this beautiful print, and this is from the Perfectly Plaid remix, and this is the spring collection that just came out last week? Wednesday. From my stash, I have this beautiful it looks like the ocean. Like, I don't even know if the camera is doing justice to it, but it looks like that very clear tropical water. And I found this Recollections is Michael's. Yeah, Recollections is at Michael's. So I found this at Michael's a long time ago, and it's I used it once, and then it's just been kind of like sitting off to the side. So I'm going to use that today for my bubbles. And then I have some Lawn Fawn vellum. Not sure if I'm going to use that yet, but I wanted everything about this card to be really light and airy because, we are talking about bubbles. So I wanted to just keep stuff that would be light and airy. All right, so let's talk about the stamps. So, of course, how cute are these stamps? I gotta zoom in. So we are using the Lawn Fawn Bubbles of Joy stamp set as our main little stamps for our images. This stamp set is gonna give us all the critters. So as you can see, yesterday I had fun just stamping out some images and coloring them. I used my Zig Color Clean brushes to color these images in. Nothing, serious about the coloring. It's basically like a wash of color, and then I just pulled it out. If you want to detail using Zig colors, let me know and I'll do that. But for the sake of the video, I didn't add that in. Also for the sentiment, I'm using this Scripty Bubble sentiments from Lawn Fawn because, how cute are these little bubble letters? Goes very well. All right, so stamps. Those are over there. Dies. Since this is an interactive card, we're going to use that pop-up card. This is still one of my favorite interactives, having that pop-up card box. So we're using that, and then we're using the bubbles die, and this is from the new release as well. All right, so let's get started. So first up, I cut out all my pieces using my die cutter and the coordinating dies that I want to use with it. And that went really fast, as you can see. And then I added some adhesive to the back of the little decorative pieces, and I added them to the panels. Now I like to do mine before I connect everything together. To me, it just makes it easier for me to see. It's really not right or wrong way to do it. You can do it before, you can do it after, don't matter. And then after that, I connect the two panels. So this isn't going to be a how to use the pop-up card video. Just a process video, because Lawn Fawn has a great video on how to use their pop-up cards. It is so good, very detailed, and it goes a lot slower than what I do. So if you have this die, or if you're interested in getting it and you just want to see the detail of how it works, then be sure to check out Lawn Fawn's channel, because they do a pretty good job of explaining how their products work. Okay, so for that inside piece, I had this paper, and I basically just cut out the taller piece and I trim it down to fit that little insert. And then with the bubble piece, I come in and I add that to the front of it to make all of my little panel inserts. This way it looks like it's just a big old room full of bubbles, and I loved it. So for my adhesives for this project, I use score tape for the most part. Y'all know I have a love for score tape. And the other thing I used was that Xyron sticker maker. It really made creating these little panels very easy. So, get you some score tape. Then after, cutting everything out, I realized that I wanted the back piece to not be green. But I didn't really want it to be like, a different color. So I used some vellum, and it has like a pearl finish on it. And it just really kind of muted that green out. And, to me, it looked really nice. So then after that, it's just a matter of putting the card together, adding those little inserts. You'll see in this, I only added 2, but by the time I finish the card, it's going to be 3 because after, looking at it, it was like a big old gap because I didn't put them in the right place. So it ends up being 3 different sections, which I actually end up liking that more. So it ended up being like, like Bob Ross say, it was a happy accident. I'm glad that it happened because I felt like the 3 pieces with the bubbles, it made it look very lush. Sometimes the 3 pieces can look crowded, but I feel like with this transparent paper and with bubbles, it just looked right. Because if you have a bubble machine, you will know that bubbles be everywhere. And P.S., if you have kids under the age of 5, get a bubble machine. It's the best thing ever. I used to use them when I was in the classroom. It would keep kids occupied for forever. All right, but anyway, so after I added that little back piece, as you can see, I used the little bone folder to press everything down. And the reason why I added it in instead of like gluing it before I shut everything down is because I did not want the main structure of the card to be on that acetate, because sometimes score tape doesn't stick to acetate very well. And my phone would ring. Nobody called me all day. As soon as I start doing voiceovers, everybody want to call. But anyway, let's keep it moving. So I wanted to add a sentiment after I put this whole thing together. And I always do that. And I didn't plan it out. So I end up using like stays on to stamp onto that vellum. Had no problem with it whatsoever. But you do have to clean your stamp really good after using stays on, because it stays on if you don't. At this point, all the thing I had to do was add in all of my pieces, and that went really easy. I like the stamp set so much that I really just went overboard with all of the little mice. I wanted to add them all in there, but I tried to scale it back. But this is a very fun stamp set. And before I forget, if you want to win this stamp set, I am currently doing a giveaway. The video to enter is in the little card tile thing at the top of the video that you can click on, and also is in the description. And that giveaway will be going on until Friday. So you have until Friday, March 5th to get your entry in, and I'm giving away one of the Bubbles of Joy stamp set, which might be my favorite stamp set from this entire release. I don't know, I think it's just really cute. But anyway, that's how I made the card pretty much. At this point, I'll stop talking and just let you enjoy the rest of the process.